Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac because Carlos King is putting Robyn Dixon on blast. And on top of that, a former cast member of the Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys might remember her, Katie Rost. Well, she is sharing that she has currently had a change in career. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Of course, you guys know I've said it in all my other pre-records. I am flying out today to LA, but all of the lives, pre-records, they will still be coming your way. And Jason will be taking over a couple times on the channel while I'm gone. I'll be back midweek next week. So with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so I wanted to start with this because it came out by Mr. Housewives and they caught it because Katie Rost posted this first. I thought that this was interesting and some people were really mean about it. And I don't think that's fair because I feel like we watched Katie on the show, even when they went on that cast trip and her and Ashley Darby got into it and Ashley told her that she doesn't think that she's strong enough to be a part of this group of women. It was sad because you could see that she was struggling. She came back and looked very different than the first season we saw her. The first season, it was like she was a Southern belle and she was all glammed up. And then things quickly changed very dramatically. But then also for people to go in on her for that, I feel like is extremely sad because you don't know what she's struggling with. And she also has kids. But this is what was said. Former Potomac housewife Katie Rost shares that she is currently working in retail, earning $14 an hour. She made a post saying, Jesus Christ, I started working like a real job. I just got off of an 8-hour shift working minimum wage. A guy who works at a restaurant next to where I work asked if he could give me a foot massage. I feel like a real person instead of a reality TV person. I made $14 an hour just keeping it real. One thing, and this is what they put on Mr. Housewives. One thing about Katie Rost, she doesn't care what people may think of her, which is very listen, that is a great quality. The former housewife, she posted the photo of herself and she was talking about her 8-hour minimum wage job. And later in the caption, she revealed the $14 an hour. Now, if you zoom in on Katie's hat, you will see the name of the company she works at is called Wingfoot, and it's a golf country club. When they Googled Mr. Housewives, Googled Wingfoot, only one location appeared, and that was in New York City, which they're saying Katie must live there now. Now, the last time we all saw Katie was in the premiere episode of season 7. And even though she seemed to be in good spirits, something was noticeably off or different about her. I didn't know that she was having money problems. And he said, Mr. Housewives, it makes me think about the time that she was tweeting Andy about being back on Potomac Housewives. Was she asking because she wanted to be back on TV or did she need the money? I hope that she is okay financially and mentally. I think that would be extremely hard to watch these women that you started a show with go into filming and building their brand new houses and these big houses, and they're living in mansions and they're going to BravoCon, they're launching businesses, they have appearances. I'm sure all of this probably mentally affects her. And I couldn't imagine being in her situation, being so far at the top and then having to put yourself into, okay, I'm starting over. And a lot of people do it, right? It's not something that's brand new. It's not a totally new concept, but I'm just saying, looking at it from her eyes, I'm just wondering what is going through her mind. And my heart, honestly, it's with her. It's with Katie because I just want her to win. On top of that, Carlos King, you guys remember him, one of the former producers of Jersey, Atlanta, you name it. He was around and now he has his own shows. He's chiming in on the Robyn Dixon of it all. Real Housewives of Potomac star Robyn Dixon continues to be a hot topic considering the latest news involving the current season of the show. As Urban Belle Mag reported, it all started because Robyn accused Karen Huger of being fake and thinking that she is off limits to the other women. Karen clapped back by alleging that Robyn and Juan Dixon's wedding is what is fake. Not me, girl. It's the wedding. And she wasn't convinced that they are actually together. In fact, Karen alleged that Juan has a girlfriend and that Robyn knew about it. So their plans to tie the knot without onlookers outside of their son sounded sketchy to Karen. Now, regardless, Robyn brushed off the accusations and she denied them and said that Karen's accusations were the first time that she's ever heard that Juan had a girlfriend. Yeah, this is where this came out to not be true. Because as you guys know, fans were pissed. They still are pissed. Right now on Twitter, it's trending #FireRobyn. Now, I've been saying this for years. I don't want anyone to get fired. Do I think that she should be demoted? Yeah, she should be demoted. I feel like Giselle heavily relies on Robyn, and I feel like we've had the same, I'm getting married, I'm getting married, I'm getting married every single year. We're dealing with your relationship, but then yet you're getting married, and finally, after multiple seasons of telling us how you're going to plan this wedding, you end up getting married off camera, which is like the biggest slap in the face to everyone. And then you hide the fact that Juan was over here sneaking around, which rightfully so, because who wants to share their personal business, except you signed a contract to be on a reality TV show, so that's exactly what you have to do. Ashley Darby doesn't hide the fact that Michael Darby gets caught with his pants down in hotel rooms. You know what I mean? Like, some of the other women have been very open about the other infidelity. Like, if you watch Housewives, there are some women who are extremely open and vulnerable and others who just are obviously not. But I thought her putting this information on Patreon was just the biggest slap in the face ever. And I feel like after she did that, that's why we're getting a part 3 of the Potomac reunion, because I think Andy Cohen caught up with her to do a one-on-one, a special part in order to get his own questions asked. Well, Robyn would later make a revelation on her Reasonably Shady podcast. She and Giselle Bryant confirmed that the woman who spoke out on Juan recently reached out to them, and Juan did in fact communicate with the woman. However, Robyn doesn't believe that Juan slept with the woman despite the hotel invoice that she gave to blogger Sergio. While Robyn doesn't think Juan was intimate with the woman, she said that Juan was being an idiot, and they had to work through the situation. It seemingly was one of the reasons why their wedding was delayed. She also said that she may share more details about what happened on her Patreon. To no surprise, Robyn's admission didn't sit well with a lot of people. Her critics called her out for refusing to share her life on the platform that pays her. And I agree. Now, Carlos King, he also chimed in and he said, "It's very disappointing to learn that we spent the entire half season," he put half-ass season, "with these made-up storylines about Chris Bassett." And yes, I'm going to say made up. I'm going to say that because I allegedly was told that a few of the housewives had a meeting before filming about what's the storyline, what is the story going to be this season. Now, this Chris Bassett stuff was part of the conversation, and that's what I was told. Allegedly, that's what happened. He continued with, "Based on Robyn's admission, I now believe it. I believe it. You got on a podcast to spill the tea about Juan cheating on you. Y'all dealt with it. He was being an idiot, and it took a minute to get through it. And maybe, this is your words, not mine, maybe that had to do with the wedding not happening." What are you talking about, Willis? What are you talking about, Willis? Listen, I agree. Guys, I have questions. I want to know what you think about all of this. What do you think about the Katie Rost of it all? And also Carlos King calling out Robyn Dixon for sharing the cheating news on her Patreon and not actually on the show, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. And then on top of that, the trending hashtag fire Robyn. These fans, these housewife fans are ruthless. Nobody holds back, but listen, we don't want them to. I want them to mention it all. So guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you end up dipping out of here, don't forget that we will be posting all week. We'll still be doing our lives, our pre-records, and we will be posting community polls every single day. So keep up with us. We'll keep up with you. And let's have one hell of a week. It's still Sunday, so have some bottomless brunch, mimosas, make some memories, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you.